Okay, so there's this subreddit called r/antiwork. It's pretty hilarious. Some of them are pretty political, and a lot of people think that they're just freeloaders that want free money. And this subreddit kind of has some bad takes sometimes, at least in my opinion. Like, for example, they screenshot this entrepreneur thing, stop expecting to get paid for your time. How much is your time worth? I don't work for free mindset could actually be doing you more harm than good, right? And so if you're like a worker and you read that, like, obviously you're like, what? Excuse me? Yes, I want to be paid. But I actually read the article, and this article is targeted specifically at entrepreneur people, telling them to basically focus on learning more skills besides just doing the thing that you do to make money. So like for me, for example, if I don't post a video, I'm learning color grading, VFX. I'm trying to improve in other ways, and I'm not being paid for that. I just have to hope I get paid for that later in terms of people noticing the quality and views and stuff. That's what this article is actually aimed at. There's another one here, which I didn't really understand the outrage of. It's titled, "We Live in Hell." It's huge shout out to this kid of mine, 14 years old, has a part-time job at Burger King. Not only does he work every day he can, including weekends when most kids are out enjoying their summer, he goes in early and stays late almost every time he works. He loves every minute of it, making his own money, saving for a car, being responsible in his decisions, becoming a respectable young man. I couldn't be more proud of him. Grown-ass people out there should take notes. And then obviously everyone in the comments here is talking about how it's absolutely terrible. But when I was 14 years old, I wanted money, and my parents said, go work. So that's what I did. I started bagging groceries. Old ladies giving me tips in my little waistband here. Oh, thank you, so kind sir. Would you like to help me next time? And I was like, yeah, sure, whatever. I'm making money. I don't care. I did exactly what this kid did because I wasn't getting an allowance, and they said, if you want money, go earn it. And so that's what I did. And to me, that's what it looks like this kid is doing. He's like, yeah, maybe one day he'll figure out the realities of corporate, but he's a 14-year-old kid that probably wants money, and his parents told him to go earn it. So again, I don't really see anything wrong with that. Yeah, he's like missing out on summer and being with his friends and being a kid and stuff, but like, if no one's going to give you money, you got to go earn it. The meme on here is like, if companies could get children to do work, then they would. Like, if companies could get anyone to work for no money, that's what they would do. So now that we have these two things out of the way, yes, I know this is not a perfect subreddit, and everyone has their own political tastes and stuff, so take everything with a grain of salt. I just wanted to show you the funny ones. This one right here. You don't need a union because we're a family here. Yeah, just remember, they'll literally look you in the eyes while they're bending you over and say, you're part of the company family. We appreciate you. Here's one. You might be committing time clock fraud. Time clock fraud occurs whenever an employee does something while punched in that is unrelated to work while not on a 15-minute break. As Brooke Darter says, oh look, another corporation defining bathroom breaks as time theft. Don't have bodily functions, people. I mean, companies can get really particular about time theft. Anything you do while on the clock that's unrelated to work is stealing money. But one of the largest actual wage thefts that occurs in the United States is from jobs requiring workers to work more than their shift and not paying them for that. Like if you have to close a store at like 11 p.m. and you're there until 11:15, you're not getting paid for those 15 minutes because you had to clock out when it ends, and that's wage theft. And that's actually the largest form when companies make you work more without paying you for it. It's not time clock fraud. Here are some easy to do tips. Like, I'm surprised someone didn't take this off and use it as toilet paper, to be honest. Here's one that I really vibe with. Y'all ever notice that when your life doesn't revolve around the workplace, people at work kind of dislike you? Why is that so true? Here's one. My bonus for working 5 years with the same company, not a pay raise, not a cola, a $25 Starbucks gift card. Now that's $5 a year. Now, I'm not saying this person is entitled to get this gift card, right? But like, you already pay me. That's my job. Like, if you want to give me something to show me that I'm valuable for 5 years, then maybe giving me more than what I've made you in 0.5 seconds of profit over the last 5 years would be a little better, because this feels like a slap in the face. 5 years is a lot of time. Oh, here's one. Bob Golan. This is some deep stuff right here. When I was young, I was poor, but after decades of hard work, I am no longer young. I feel like that sums up the reality of corporate in 2 sentences. Bob Golan, he gets it. Here's one. Breaking the bank. Employees, a snack will be provided for you today at the food court in appreciation of your hard work. Today's snack, a banana, available 9 a.m. until 7 p.m. Hey, those bananas don't grow on trees, Team members lunch every other Friday. Starting this Friday, we will have peanut butter and jelly sandwich for all team members. Please come and enjoy a sandwich from store leadership. Here's one. Company policies. This is pretty normal for the United States, actually, so people in Europe, laughing in European here. We no longer accept a doctor's note as proof of sickness. If you are able to go to the doctor, you are able to come to work. Now, you might think that's ridiculous, but there are bosses and managers that think this is the case. I don't know if you guys have ever had a college professor that said, if you're early, you're on time, and if you're on time, you're late, and if you're late, you're not allowed in. People take that to the extreme in the corporate working world in the form of this. Each employee will receive 104 personal days a year. They are called Saturday and Sunday. All employees will take their vacation at the same time every year. Vacation days are as follows: January 1st, Memorial Day, July 4th, Labor Day, and December 25th. You get 5 days off a year. Thank you, management. Here's one that I thought was pretty interesting. How old were you when you realized your original plan of being really nice, working really hard, and taking on much more than you should in hope that you would automatically be rewarded without asking was totally garbage? A lot of people think that I always started my jobs this way, very anti, I'm not doing that unless you pay me more money, but I wasn't. I started off as like the company simp, dude. I was like, I'm proud to work here. I'm proud to be an employee here. Anything I can do for some extra work. I want to stand out. Let me take on some more responsibilities. It's okay. I'll come in on the weekends. I was that person. And so when I go really hard on these other people on the channel, I was that person. I made it out. I figured out that I was in the corporate matrix, and I was like, this is absolute garbage. Just working hard and taking on more responsibility and doing all these extra things for nothing makes no sense. I used to be a corporate simp, guys. I'm just going to say it. It was me. I think most of us, if not all of us, have some sort of revelation, and for some it takes longer than others. Here's one that I really like. Working your whole life just to enjoy a few years when you're close to death is one of the biggest scams. Now, I've made a video about this before called why retirement is a joke. And that's because we all hear about the glory of the golden years, do all those exciting things after you're retired in your golden years. But the definition of the golden years is actually pretty depressing. The definition is the time from when you're an independent old person from when you're not. So the amount of years that it takes for your mental and physical health to deteriorate to the point where you need someone else to assist you to be able to live. Now, personally, to me, the golden years don't seem that golden after all, and it seems like, why would I work my entire life just to be able to brag about the amount of years I have left before I'm physically and mentally unable to take care of myself? Because that's what the golden years are. Think about it. Golden years, golden hour when the sun is going down, and you get those nice bright rays, those God rays coming through your windows, and it looks super nice out just for like an hour, and then it gets dark. That's the same thing that happens when you're old in your golden years. Yeah, you just retired, you saved up all this money, you worked lots of years, things are going great, and then 3 years later your health starts to decline and down you go, and where did the golden years go, right? It's not exciting. It's not a positive, fun thing to think about. And studies have been done that show when people stop working, their health declines. People stop having a purpose. They were so used to their job giving them purpose in life that without that job, they don't know what to do with themselves. At first, it's really exciting, and you go celebrate with all the vacations and the beaches and all that stuff, but people want purpose. They want to be doing something, and unfortunately, that not a lot of people find that, and then their health just ends up rapidly declining as soon as they retire. And retirement is a joke. Just go enjoy your life while you still can. Do all the things that you won't be able to when you're old. Just because you can do something when you're older doesn't mean you're going to make it to that age in the physical condition that you are now to be able to do those things. So I just think about that. Retirement is a joke. Samuel K., you're the GOAT. Thank you for articulating my entire video in one sentence. But that's all I got for today. Something a little bit different, a little bit of a corporate meme review, I'd say. And if you enjoyed it, click that sub button, click the like button, double smash it. If you hated it and you just hate me, you want to show me that you hate me, then go ahead. And then there's some links in the description that support the channel. So I hope you guys have a fantastic Tuesday. See you in the next one.